Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Demystifying AI. Today, we're diving into a really exciting topic, foundation models and how they've completely transformed the way we build AI systems. So let's get into it.
Yeah, this shift has been huge. In the past, AI development meant starting from scratch, gathering data, labeling it, and then painstakingly building models. Now with foundation models, it's like having a head start. You get a pre-trained system that you can fine-tune for specific tasks.
Exactly. These models are like multi-purpose tools. They're trained on massive data sets, and once they've learned the basics, you can adapt them for almost anything. Want an AI that understands medical texts? Just fine-tune it with relevant data.
And what's even more interesting is the development workflow. It's broken down into 5 stages, which makes the process much smoother. Let's start with stage 1, data collection and refinement. It's where everything begins, but the data we start with is often messy, right?
Yeah, totally. Raw data isn't ready to be fed into a model. You have to clean it, remove duplicates, and make sure there's no sensitive information or offensive content. It's like prepping ingredients before cooking.
Perfect analogy. Then, after we have a refined data set, we move to stage 2, model pre-training. This is where the magic happens, right? The model learns patterns from the data, but it takes a lot of computing power.
It sure does. They often use distributed computing with multiple GPUs, and it can take weeks or even months to train a model. But once it's done, the foundation model has this broad general knowledge, which is why it's so versatile.
Then comes stage 3, performance evaluation. You can't just assume the model will be perfect. You have to test it on things like question answering or summarization tasks to really see how well it works.
And all of this gets documented in something called a model card, which details the training process and how the model performs. It helps users understand its strengths and limitations before integrating it.
Right? Stage 4 is where things get even more specific. Specialization through tuning. You don't need to be an AI expert to do this part. A few examples of data, and you can fine-tune the model for a particular industry or task.
Exactly. Like if you're building a chatbot for healthcare, you'd fine tune the model with medical conversations, making it way more effective for that specific use case.
And finally, we get to stage 5, launch and integration. Once the model is tuned, it can be deployed in the cloud, integrated into apps, or even work on edge devices. And, crucially, the model can still improve over time.
That's the beauty of it. The foundation model doesn't just stop improving once it's deployed, it can continue evolving with new data and updates, keeping it fresh and relevant.
The era of building every AI system from the ground up is fading. Foundation models give us a much quicker and more flexible way to create high-quality, domain-specific AI solutions.
So, whether you're working in healthcare, logistics, or finance, this new approach is changing the game, and it's only going to keep improving.
Definitely. It's exciting to think about where this will take AI in the future. And that wraps up today's episode. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Demystifying AI.
Take care, everyone.